For all your action figure needs, check out Big Bad Toy Store for action figures ranging from wrestling to movies to video games to superheroes and much more. Link is in the description below. Hey guys, welcome to Figure Friday. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Mattel WWE Power Slammers Brodus Clay figure. This is from the new WWE Power Slammer series, where the figures are supposedly able to wrestle with themselves if you have two of them, so they can wrestle each other and do crazy things from the footage I've seen. I picked up Brodus because I'm a big fan of Brodus Clay, as those of you who know me well enough know I have probably all his figures so far, so I figured I would add this one to my little collection of him. I have no interest really buying the other ones, as these are more geared towards the younger kids and aren't really posable, as I'll show you. So let's take a look up close. Looking at Brodus' head scan, these figures are stylized, so they have more of a cartoony look to them, hence why his eyes are just black pupils, not actual eyes. He also has a cartoony look to him, kind of a baby face without his beard. I'm not sure why they left out his beard. He looks kind of silly without it. But he still has his signature mohawk that we all know him for, so that's pretty cool. It reminds me of the Rumblers, really, with the cartoony look. So, that being said, let's look at his right arm. He has some of his tattoos. Not all of them. He normally has tattoos down his entire arm. But because these are for little kids, I'm sure Mattel didn't want to put all the detail on it because they wouldn't care as much. But he has no arm articulation. This is all just stiff. He does have shoulder articulation that is basically like a ball joint, but really on the inside it's connected by cords, which I'll show you the reason for that shortly. So you can pose his arm very freely. He has a partially open fist. I'm not really sure why he has an open fist at the bottom. It might be for something to connect with the other figures if you use them with him. So going to his left arm, he has some more tattoos here. Once again, no articulation in the arm except the shoulder, where he too has the cords inside. So he can freely pose his arms like this, but that's about it for his upper body. Looking at his torso, he has his signature Brodus Clay symbols on his chest, on his singlet, so that's pretty cool. They gave him that. Going now to his right leg, he has a swivel joint on his knee. This leg is stuck in the up position, like a kicking position, so you can't move it really. You have to keep them like that. His boot doesn't have the black detail that his boots normally have, but it does have the laces on it and stuff, as you can see. He also has this, like, I don't even know how to describe this, but it's like a gash in his foot that you connect the other figures to make them wrestle. So that's what that piece missing is there for. He also has that little dent in his boot for the other figures to grab onto his foot easier. So that's that leg. So he's automatically stuck in a kicking position like this. Going to his left leg, there's no articulation in it. You can see the detail in the boots like his other boot, but the only articulation is like the ball joint here, which is also connected by cords inside. So you can freely pose that to help him balance if you're displaying him like me, where you want him to stand up, but otherwise you can't really do a whole lot else with this. I mean, his head has some form of articulation, I guess. You can see that under there. I can't really move it to show you, but I'm not sure if his head moves once he's wound up. So going to his backside now, they don't have the Funkasaurus design on his back, but like I said earlier, this is geared towards younger kids, so they didn't probably want to put all the amounts of detail into them. but he still looks pretty good for the most part. So to use him as a power slammer, you see this weird cutout basically in his back. So what you do is here, you put your thumb there, and you pop it out, and move it back, and you have this stick-like thing with a handle here that you twist it sideways, or clockwise I should say, to crank him up, which tightens all those cords I showed you in his back. And you just keep cranking, and then eventually you put it back in, and once he is connected to another wrestler, he will basically twist. So you're supposed to twist around like this basically on the ground. It's the other figures holding on to him, and they like wrestle each other. So it's different. It's not really my thing. I just bought Brodus because it's Brodus. You could try and stand him up like this. There we go, he's balanced now. So I'm probably just gonna leave him on a shelf, pose like this. May even paint his beard or something in the end, I'm not sure. But overall, if you're a little kid, you'll probably like this. If you're a collector like myself, you probably don't understand the real purpose of it, but Mattel is always trying new things for the kids and giving them new playability, and I know WWE's been promoting a lot on their Raw show every week, so including Brodus, he's been promoting his own figure a lot, so hopefully the kids like it. I'm not sure if it's doing well or not for Mattel. Hopefully it does. They're cool, they make nice figures, so yeah, unfortunately I can't show you him in action because I don't have another one to display the real movement behind it, but hopefully if you like it enough, you'll pick one up. There's other characters like Zack Ryder and Miz, Kofi Kingston, he's from Series 2, so those guys are in the set with him. Otherwise there's Cena and Sheamus and Orton and Ray and probably somebody else I can't think of in Series 1, so check them out, pick one up if you like them. Thanks for watching, hope you liked my little review on this, and look for a new review next week. And don't forget to like the page on Facebook to suggest what figure you want to see reviewed the following week. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again. Thanks!